Let's look into the mathematics of human life. What remains of a human life if we subtract everything from it? Let's think. If we subtract all the assets, all the money from one's life, in fact, take away all kind of physical belongings, then remove the loved ones and all the relationships, and even remove the basic laws of moralities, what is left then? Is there any inner spiritual self or simply a void? By observing our daily life, it's nearly impossible to answer this question. But after surviving 3 years in Nazi concentration camp during World War II, where everything is taken away from the prisoners, even the hair in their body, author Viktor Frankl was able to derive the answer. Viktor Frankl argues that everything can be taken away from a person, but his own ability to choose his attitude just cannot be taken away. And that's what matters the most in tough situations. Life holds a meaning under all kinds of conditions, under all kinds of circumstances. What is important is to be aware of this fact, the fact that every person, every human is one of a kind. And every life has a meaning which can never ever can get lost. Our existence is beyond our material possessions, beyond what we own, beyond how we look. It's beyond how the world sees us. Our existence is defined by what's inside us, what's in our mind. Things can be taken away, but what's in your mind, what you choose to decide, your choice of beliefs, thoughts, determination, attitude, remains with you. The book Man's Search for Meaning has a lot of thought-provoking insights on life. It is profoundly moving. It's a must-read as far as the subject of life philosophies are concerned. This video gives you the key idea or the core theme of the book and also provides a summary map outlining what all insights you get on reading it. This book, which was first published in Australia in 1946, capturing the horrific experiences of concentration camps, still remains relevant to the present day. It is considered to be one of the most influential books of all times. But why so? It is because suffering has a weird way of behaving. As quoted in the book, magnitude of suffering is absolutely relative. Suffering behaves like a gas. Take any gas of any quantity and fill it inside a cabin or a chamber. It will distribute itself and fill the entire space of the chamber. Similarly, suffering completely fills the human mind and soul. That means people can suffer due to any reason. It can be on account of tough situation, it can be on account of health issues or mental trauma or heartbreak, anything. It could be failures, whether big or small doesn't matter. It's all in one's mind, it's absolutely relative. We all experience it in some way and try to find solutions to overcome it. And perhaps that's why the book remains highly recommended even after 7 decades. Holocaust is considered as one of the biggest tragedies in the history of mankind, yet pity or tragedy is not the main feeling you gather on finishing this book. In fact, it leaves you feel empowered. So, what all is there in the book? Let's find out from the summary map. First 100 pages are about Viktor's 3 years experience inside the concentration camps. He was a psychiatrist and neurologist living in Vienna when taken to the prison camp by German army along with many others. This part tells us how everything was taken away from the prisoners and what left with them was only a number. Viktor was prisoner number 119104. What happened inside the camps with them? Starvation, sleep deprivation, beatings, intense labor, and of course, death. Who were capos and what they did? Jailers or the prison guards selected few prisoners and called them capos. They were selected based on their selfish and sadistic qualities. They acted like monitors and carried out all the nasty and evil orders of the prison guards. Due to the inhuman conditions in the camps, many prisoners became sick and were unable to work. They were called Moslems. From time to time, those people were removed from the camps and were never seen or heard ever again. It is believed that they were sent for extermination and burned alive in the gas chambers. Then there were people who simply gave up and stopped expecting anything from life anymore. Viktor called it give-it-up-itis. What were the 3 psychological phases and how different prisoners experienced and reacted differently? The 3 phases being shock, apathy, and depersonalization. You will find a lot of prisoner psychology in the book. Why for some life hold importance till the last breath, while for some meaning of life vanishes after a while. And how sometimes things are not in our control no matter what. Now coming to one of the most important aspects of the book, why meaning of life is important for every human being and how it is different for everyone. In fact, it's different at different point of time. How to know your meaning of life? Well, there are 3 ways to discover it. First is by way of creation, that is by your work you can derive the meaning of life. Second is by experiencing something. Experiences also lead to fulfillment, like art, beauty, nature, love, etc. Thirdly, there are situations where neither work or creativity or experiences or enjoyments are present. The situations are not in our hand and there is suffering. One can find meaning of life in suffering as well. One has to accept his suffering without giving up. Based on the observation and experiences in the concentration camp, later, Viktor developed logotherapy. Greek word logo means meaning. He used logotherapy to find meaning in their life and in process healed them. This was all about this book. The portion of logotherapy was added in 1962 edition of the book. It has many interesting life stories and case studies of people finding meaning under different circumstances in different ways. Hit the like button and drop a comment in the comment box if you want to know about some of them. And thanks for watching this video. Finding meaning in life is important, but so is longevity and so is happiness. So do check the videos of the other 2 books, Ikigai and Hyuga, of this curated trilogy with the core theme of life philosophy. 3 different books from the 3 different regions of the world cover 3 very different but the ultimate aspects of life: longevity, happiness, and finding meaning. Links are in the description box, so do hit the notification bell button cause very soon we will be back with other facts, stories, answers, summaries, all with an aim to increase the wellness quotient in our life.